Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spider Hands, and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from an artist named Hope Rau. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is off their EP called Runnin', and the track is called Old City Waters. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to here. We're going to listen to Old City Waters and we are going to hear what we think. Oh, that's pristine. I like the tonality of this overall so far. What kind of instrument is that? What is that string instrument there? The drums are nice and soft, aren't they? I'm liking those clicks. Very peaceful, isn't it? Oh. Hey. Have we got backing vocals kind of creating a pad-like effect while she sings in the middle? That's kind of cool. That's good use of the stereo field. Oh, some nice vocal harmonies there as well. And there's a little bit of, just a little bit of grit, a little bit of gain on those vocals to make them sort of sizzle a little bit. I dig that. Did it break you? So are we talking about a love interest of something? Something that's come and gone, so to speak? Nice repetition of that. It's kind of splitting that verse in half. Oh. I'm liking there's a kind of an effect, kind of like a filter effect on her voice at the moment. Like it sounds like it's coming through a radio or a phone or something like that. And I have a lot of love for that. I assume we might be going out of it in a hook, but you never know. Bridge? Pre-chorus? Dive into your love. I love this. I love the sentiment expressed here. Obviously, this woman's a romantic. Back off fears. Brilliant vocalist, like really genuine. You get the feeling that she's putting her heart and soul into the song, and it's a very wholesome sort of experience here. I love how all the different elements of this song, from like the instrumentation to the chord progressions to the way it's been mixed and mastered, the effects on the guitar, how pristine the tone is overall. It's effortlessly, it's effortlessly professional. And I have a lot of love and respect for that because it is difficult to get everything right. But no, I really pulled it off for the CP. Well done. I think there's some hand drums in there as well, which is a nice touch. Like there's a sort of a serenity and like a kindness in there despite the sort of the unhappiness in the subject matter. The feeling of loss. And we're repeating that kind of last half of each of these verses, which is kind of dope. Oh, okay. What I'm kind of getting the impression here is that the tone on her vocals is meant to represent her sort of calling from afar or to a past self or something like that. Trying to sort of understand things from a distance. That's what it sounds like to me. Is that it? Is it finished? This song just flew by, didn't it? It didn't seem like it was 3 minutes at all. It's gorgeous. Because that kind of main sort of musical theme with these instruments. Bum, 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 and then bum, and then bum. Like, it continues throughout it. And it never gets old. It never gets old. Yeah, really strong song from Hope Rau. Really great introductions. I haven't listened to this artist before. Obviously a very competent vocalist. Her technique was stunning. Held her tune very well. The longer notes sounded gorgeous. There's a little bit of vibrato on there, a little bit of ornamentation without overdoing it. But she made the focus more on the song as a whole instead of trying to sort of bring attention to just herself. I think because Hope wanted us to listen to it to kind of get the bigger picture from what she was singing about. I don't think there was an element of this track that didn't have a sort of thought or consideration put into it. It definitely doesn't feel like a track where they just were like, oh yeah, let's just put this out and see what happens. You know what I mean? I get a sense of a strong sense of discipline and work ethic here, and I have a lot. And it, I think that's what's required nowadays to be able to succeed. Obviously, you need to have passion for what you're doing, but you also need to be able to harness that into something that actually sort of creates music. It actually makes it accessible for people. It's built in a way where nobody can find fault with it, within reason. And when I listen to the performance here, the way it's been structured, never for one moment was I bored as a listener. And I don't listen to a lot of this type of genre of music, but when I listen to this sort of, when I listen to Old City Waters, I wish I listened to more, because this is the kind of quality that really entices me to want to hear more of this style of music. I think that Hope will continue to build her profile up as an artist. I don't really think there's much in particular she would need to improve upon in terms of her performance here. There were some very subtle vocal harmonies here, and she kept it simpler in the hook sections. She told a story very well. The lyrics were beautiful. They spoke of her struggles and the connection with her lover and how they were sort of intertwined. And my understanding from what I've heard in the lyrics on the first impression is that things didn't really work out. And it wasn't particularly always as pretty as the music on display here, but they tried their best, and they grew as people, and there does still seem to be a sort of a sense of longing, and I may have misinterpreted what the song is about, and if I have, I apologize. But yeah, that is my review of Old City Waters. I think it's a fantastic track, and if the rest of the EP is up to the standard of this single, then I think that Hope is going to go far. So thank you very much for watching this review of Hope Rau's Old City Waters off of her EP, Runnin'. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time as you need help more than ever. And please also go check up Hope Rau's various social medias and her Spotify. And I'll catch you guys in the next review. Spider hands out.